Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about something that people have been asking me about. They ask me, ever since we got back from Spain, they keep asking me, how did you afford to travel to Europe? How did you afford to travel to Spain? Isn't that so expensive? And you guys have kids, like all these questions, and like, why did you go to Spain? And like all these questions. So I just wanted to do a video quick here and clear up some of those questions and just encourage you that no matter where you're at in your financial journey, you can save and afford to travel. It just might take longer for you than it would for someone else. So I'm just here to give you hope today that you can someday fulfill your dreams and travel to places that you want to go really bad. So first of all, yeah, we went to Spain. It was awesome. If you want to see that video, I'll link it down below. I did a little bit of a vlog while we're there, not of the whole thing, just parts of it. But it was so much fun. We had such a good time. It was better than I imagined it would be. It was like a dream come true. So it was just like, it felt holy to me. It felt like something that like God wanted us to do, like, to be honest with you, because like it just felt right. We needed a break. We work full time. We have kids. We have 4 kids, and it's like a lot of stuff going on. We just adopted them. There's a lot of different things happening in our life. We're busy people, and we needed a break desperately, and that was the break we needed. It felt so good to be on vacation and a holiday or whatever you want to call it. It was just lovely. We loved it so much. So it was personal to me. We haven't traveled in 7 years, and like when I was younger, in my early 20s, I used to travel all the time, all over the world. I used to live in the Ukraine. My husband lived there for about 8 years. We love traveling. We love different cultures. We love different ethnicities, like different things, different foods. We love all that stuff. I mean, hence why we adopted children from different cultures. I mean, it just makes sense for our life. But we haven't done it in 7 years. Part of the reason why is because when you are adopting, when you're a foster parent, you can't let your foster child stay at someone else's house unless they're foster parents. And we are so protective, and like we just only wanted them to be with us. So anyways, that's why we haven't traveled in so many years, and it just felt right now that the kids are all adopted. It was time. So here's how I started to save. About 2.5 years ago, we were told that there was going to be a mission trip at church to Spain. So that first Christmas, I told my mom for Christmas I wanted money for Spain because I was going to go to Spain. And so, because I thought I was at the time, and she actually gave me $100 that Christmas. It was kind of a big deal, and like had pictures of like girls in their red dresses, you know, like I can't wait till you go to Spain kind of thing. So I started saving money 2.5 years ago. Our friends that lived in Spain that were missionaries there, they moved from Spain shortly after I started saving. But I just continued to save. I just continued to save all the time. You guys heard us talk about this before, is having a personal account for you and your spouse. In our family, what works best for us is every paycheck, every 2 weeks, we put $50 into a personal account that's marked Winter and Chad. So that just keeps accumulating until you spend it. It's like money that you can spend on whatever you want without having to ask your spouse about it. So I just kept saving that $50 even while we were getting out of debt, guys. Even while we were paying down our house, guys, I kept putting $50 into this account continually. I barely ever touched it. It was awesome. It was hard, like, because I was a clothesaholic, and I just started to become like a little bit of a minimalist, all these things. And then like last Christmas, my sister and my brother-in-law, they wanted to go on a Mediterranean cruise with us, so we thought we were going to be able to go then. So we kind of like were about ready to spend it, but then that never happened. It never panned out. So we were kind of sad about that, actually, that we never got to go on that trip with them. It would have been so fun. It just didn't work out with them and their timing. Their kids are a little bit younger than ours. So earlier this summer, we decided it was time. It was time. We felt like it was right. We needed a break. We needed a break from all the craziness that's going on in our life. So we were like, let's go. Let's pick a place to go. So I had about $3,000 in my personal account from saving that $50 every 2 weeks for 2.5 years, and like Christmas money, all these things. I had all this money. I was like, well, let's spend it. Let's go somewhere. So we narrowed it down to Hawaii, which is one of our favorite places in the world. We went there for our honeymoon, or Spain. So we went back and forth. It was about the same cost. And then finally, like, I was like, no, this money was originally for Spain. I remember saving for that mission trip like a couple years ago, and I was like, no, this is for Spain. We better go to Spain. So we just went on Travelocity, found like a 5-star hotel, and we went to Spain. It was awesome. It's so easy, guys. Like, globalization has been so good to us. Like, you can get on an airplane today and you can be in a different country tomorrow, like anywhere in the world, with some visa exceptions here and there. But most of the time you can just, as an American citizen, you can just travel anywhere in the world, and you'll be fine. Most people speak English everywhere, and especially when we went to Barcelona, it was like everyone spoke English. It was great. It was so much fun, better than I thought it was going to be. But it's nothing fancy, guys. Like, I just wanted to come on here and say it's literally nothing fancy. It's all about being diligent and being faithful to saving. Like, I know it's going to be hard for some people to think, oh, I can go on a trip in 2.5 years. Oh my gosh, that's a long time from now. But you can do it. You can totally do that. Like, or maybe you're just like, I just want to leave this state. So you start saving $25 every paycheck or something like that, so that you can eventually travel. Whatever your dream is, you can do this, even if you're on a budget. In the future here, now that we're out of debt, we're like, actually, like, when we got back from Spain, we're like, wow, that was something we really needed. That's something that our soul really needs, is to travel. That's how God made us. And we really felt like maybe we were going to start a separate account for our family to start traveling together. All of our kids are soon to have all their paperwork to get passports. It's kind of a complicated situation because our boys are from Thailand, so we're getting their citizenship. So we've been working on that for years too. So that piece of the puzzle, we can't travel with our kids yet or out of the country, but like within the next couple of years here, we want to travel with the kids out of the country. So we have a couple of places on the list that we want to go. And so we can start that. Now that we're out of debt, we have money, we can start putting $50 to $100 a paycheck into an account to start traveling. Whatever your priority is where you're going to spend your money. And it takes focus, it takes diligence, it takes like a budget. I know a lot of people don't like the word budget, they feel like it's restrictive, but like, it can be so freeing. It can be so good. It can help you get to those goals that you want to get to in the long term. Like I said, we're completely debt free. So we went on this trip completely debt free. And you can as well. So we have some dreams in our heart. I mean, eventually we want to go to Brazil, to Rio, and to be a missionary somewhere in the world. I mean, we have all these dreams in our heart, and I just feel like you can do those things. Whatever you set your heart to do, like, you can do those things. And also, God wants you to do things. He wants to see your dreams fulfilled. So you just need to start doing some soul searching, figuring out what you want to do with your life. If you're watching this video, obviously you want to travel eventually. Just figure out, like, say, God, like, where do you want me to go? What is the dream of my heart? What is something that I want to do with my life? You might not even know and realize that, I want to go to Japan and eat sushi in Japan, or like whatever it is. Or maybe I want to start a small business or something. You just don't know until you start dreaming and you start thinking about these things, and you start living an intentional lifestyle that is like pleasing to God. And he loves that stuff. It's like amazing. And I love that stuff. I think it's cool too. So anyways, I wanted to come on here and just encourage you guys that you can travel no matter what budget you have. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do it. You can figure it out. You can say, I'm going to give up coffee for this year so I can travel sometime in the future. It just takes little tiny steps of obedience and diligence to get to that spot. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys are having the best day ever. I hope this was encouraging to you. I'm just remembering a tiny story here at the end before I go. Is I had this friend that I worked with, and he wasn't making a ton of money, but he saved diligently. He had this dream of moving to California. And I mean, I know he didn't make a ton of money, but he saved diligently. Each paycheck, he just saved, I'm going to store away $100 this paycheck. He's like, because he had a big dream in mind. So he ended up purchasing a small plot of land in California, and now he's living his dream. He moved there. And I was so happy for this person because, like, they did that. They planned it out, they made it happen, and their dreams are fulfilled. And when there is a fulfilled dream, it's a tree of life. That's what it says in the Bible. So it just makes your heart happy when you see your dreams fulfilled. So anyways, go after your dreams. I'm proud of each and every one of you. I hope you guys have the best day ever. See you next time. Bye.